I don't know. I have... I'm brain dead. Get this part out.
Hello!
Everybody!
How are you guys today?
I'm good. Thank you for asking.
So David doesn't quite know the topic today. Today's topic is the end of our Flash games.
What's Flash games?
Exactly. What are Flash games? So Flash games, and really what we're talking about here is ones that are being played with the Flash player. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do the dig as a Flash game is because I wanted to see if people were still playing Flash games. And then on December, Google was taking away support of the Flash player, which doesn't mean they're getting rid of it, just the support of it. So I wanted to see kind of how many people are going to play it up till they drop the support, and then what happens after the support. Will it just drop way off?
When the support drops, there's nothing left. Because everything falls down, and that's what's going to happen.
Is that what's going to happen?
Yeah, well, I guess.
Okay. So yeah, that means they're not going to update it. They're not going to patch it, do any of that stuff. If something goes wrong, they're just not going to worry about it. Which doesn't mean it won't run, because I mean a lot of things we use are no longer supported. You know, I use software. In fact, I still have XP on one of my PCs just in case, which is not supported. There's a lot of games that aren't supported anymore that I'll still play.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm playing Wizardry 8 right now. Do you play Wizardry 8?
I don't know what that is, but
Okay.
It sounds cool.
It is pretty fun, but
and a bunch of Mac games that I play are unsupported.
So that doesn't mean they're necessarily not going to get support. So Flash was originally made by Adobe, which you could make games for, and then they'd use the Flash player, but they weren't the same thing. Now we have Animate. Flash turned into Animate in terms of making the games, but you could still use the Flash player for those games, but you could also export it to HTML. You could do it through Air and put it on the Droid. In fact, it even went to the iOS. We can still make these games in Animate. We just can't make the Flash player version of this game. But I thought we could, or I thought we would, because I think Samsung, which owns Harman, was going to take over that section of Air and the Flash player. So I thought we'd see actually an extended use of it. So that was the good news. So that's why I originally was going to plan and try and test all this stuff out. Sound like a good idea?
Yes.
It wasn't. But thank you for supporting me, David.
You're welcome.
Actually, it was a good idea, but the problem is that everybody's had cold feet about the Flash player for a long time. And so when they said, okay, we're no longer going to support it in December 2020, really what everybody did was just drop everything. So you went to Congregate, they dropped all games, period, all new games, period. Armor Games, I just talked to them. They're not doing Flash games, even though they say they're still doing Flash games. Everything that has a Flash game on it does not necessarily will go away. They'll try to preserve the Flash games because, again, you'll be able to play them after 2020. It just won't be supported by anybody, any browser at this point.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Firefox.
What's fire? Oh yeah, that little thing that I thought was an Earth on fire one time.
Yeah, is it else?
It doesn't look. It does look like the Earth's on fire and just the ocean's not. Very weird. But then I realized it's a fox, and I felt dumb.
Well, it does take a while to take a look. You got to kind of blow it up to see it. Oh, so getting back to what I was saying is that, yes, you could be able to do it, but no, everybody's just saying don't bother even submitting anything. So I'm not going to be able to test my wonderful theories. I know. So we're going to move over. So what do you think we're going to move to?
I don't know.
So I think I'm going to give up on Animate for now, and I'm going to try some other stuff, and we'll talk about that later. In fact, we've talked about it before, the possibility of what we use. In fact, I think we chose to Animate over all these. But I think I actually want to try one of the new ones just because one of the nice things about doing this game with my son is not only can I do the game with my son, I can test out things that I wouldn't want to risk normally. Because like if I had $100,000 project that I was going to put out on the Flash player, I'd be out $100,000. So I could test all these things with David, and we can make really cool games together.
So I'm testing $100,000 stuff for you.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I have a pretty important job.
That's right. You're making sure I make the $100,000 later. Okay.
Yes.
No plans for the future? Anything?
No.
We'll just try a new piece of software out and let it ride.
Yes.
All right.
Hopefully it'll work out.
Okay. So we'll have a couple of announcements, but unfortunately Dig is going to be postponed. It's there. It's done. So I think it'll be pretty simple to do somewhere else. If not, we can just put it in Animate and do it that way. Okay. Anything else you want to say to the people?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Have a good week.